Take It Slow Homestead. I'm Carol and I decided to plant my corn this evening. It's a beautiful evening. The temperature's perfect. I think I'll stay outside until it's dark. The way we plant our corn here, and pretty much everything, all of our vegetables, is that we plant them in the ditch. We don't make mounds and plant them on mounds or a high row that's mounded up. We make a furrow and we plant down in the furrow. And the reason why we do that is because we live in a dry climate. We're in the high desert. And so we need to capture all the water that we can. If it rains, we want every drop to go where our plants are. And if they're up on a tall mound, they're not going to get as much water as if they were in a ditch or a furrow. So that's the way we do it here. And when we turn on our sprinkler or our watering systems, then the water from that also goes right to our plants. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let you watch me plant a few things. Corn kernels is what I'm planting. I'm going to plant them about 12 inches apart. And I think I will plant about 4 kernels in each little area and then go 12 inches down farther. Plant 4 more. These corn seeds, corn kernels, they're kind of old, and so I'm not sure how well they're going to germinate, but we'll see. That's why I'm planting 4 in each area. And if all 4 of them sprout, I'm just going to have to remove 3 of them, because I just want my plants to be 12 inches apart, because they like it better that way, and they do better that way. And my rows are about 2 feet apart. So let's get to planting some corn. Well, that didn't take too long. Now, before it gets any darker, it's just barely starting to get a little bit dark. I'm going to see how many of those blocks, those concrete blocks, I can move out of the way. Those that are right there, I'm going to move those and get them out of the way. So, yay, let's go. I'm going to show you where I'm putting those. It's so pretty out here right now. Wow, I love it. Okay, I have a rocked in area right here, and I am, see that? I'm lining up these blocks along here because we're going to do a project in this area, and I will take you along with me as we do more on that. I have to put some of the rocks underneath this edge right here next to the grass because it's a little bit lower than out here farther. It's like putting a puzzle together, which is one of my favorite things to do, so this is really fun. I think I will go get a few more of those and haul them over here and have them ready for tomorrow. Good morning. We're going to go outside and I will show you the update on the project using those cinder blocks, or whatever blocks they are. Okay, starting on this side. I put several along here. And then over here on this side, these were the ones that you saw before. And there's a row of them along here that goes clear to here. So there's those over there. Now, I'm not going to tell you too much about this project yet. You know, it's fun to have a surprise. But that's a clue. And now I need to take care of all of these rocks. So it's a big project, and sometimes big projects are challenging to finish, but it's important to finish the things that you start, even if it's hard and even if it takes time. Just keep at it. Blue flax, one of my very favorite flowers. They're so pretty. They're so blue. bluish purple. Kind of periwinkle, huh? The wind is blowing a little bit. So pretty. I held my potatoes last evening. I was out here till almost dark. It was wonderful. And it was a big job, but I got it done. My elbow's kind of sore this morning, but it'll loosen up. Now I realize that I have just told you how we plant in the ditch, and now I've got my potatoes on hills. Actually, the hills are on my potatoes. When I planted the potatoes, if you go back a few videos, it shows how we just put the shovel in the dirt, tilt it forward, drop the potato behind the shovel, lift up the shovel and let the dirt fall back on top of the potato. So we don't plant them on hills or mounds. We just plant them basically in a hole on flat soil. There's really not a furrow, although the place where the shovel goes in the ground is kind of indented a little bit, but anyway, they sprouted wonderfully. Some of them got frozen during a frost one night, but they came back, and last night, I hilled them. So what you do when you hill potatoes is you scrape dirt from the surrounding area, like with a hand hoe, or you can use a long-handled hoe and stand up and do it, or you can till between your rows if it's big enough for a tiller to fit between. That loosens the dirt, and then you can pile it up around the potatoes and make big mounds around them. The reason you do that, the reason you hill potatoes, is to keep the sun off of the potatoes when they're growing, because sometimes the potatoes will protrude through the top of the soil, and if that happens, the sun will turn that part of the potato green, which then it becomes inedible. It's poisonous. It makes you sick. It's bitter. It's awful. That's why you hill potatoes, is to stop them from being exposed to the sun as they grow, and to keep them nice and beautiful under the soil until they're ready to harvest. Okay, I planted some crookneck squash. I can't remember if I showed you that, right here by the corn. I don't think I did. I planted 6 areas for crookneck squash. I'll show you those. And this evening, when it starts cooling off again, I will plant 5 plants of broccoli that I've started indoors. The crookneck squash was from seeds. So it's been busy, and I'm really not just getting started, but I'm only about halfway through planting, and it's June, 3rd or 4th, I think 4th, and I have more planting to do. I need to weed the Big Dreams garden. It's not too bad. It shouldn't take me too long. I don't even know if I'll truly weed the whole thing. I'm going to put some Hubbard squash back there. They take up a lot of room, but they just come out of one area, you know. You plant one area and then the squash spreads and grows over the whole little plot, squash plot. So anyway, I think I might just really weed well the area where I'm going to plant them, and then put mulch over the rest of the weeds. Another experiment. Okay, I'm going to show you those crookneck squash and the place that I'm going to plant the broccoli. But I just want to say thanks for joining me today, and as we wait for the cars to go by. Thanks for viewing the videos, for liking, subscribing, and commenting. And remember that even when you take it slow, you can accomplish a lot. Thanks for watching.